Jungkook. Oof, where is she now? He scanned the station, his sharp eyes darting from one corner to another. Suddenly, his gaze settled on a petite figure about 5 feet 2 inches, wearing fitted denim jeans paired with a crisp white shirt. Over it, she sported a sleek black leather jacket that complemented her ankle boots. Hey, kitten! Wine shot him a cold glare, effortlessly hoisting her luggage with one hand. Don't call me that. Jungkook smirked, his tone playful. And why should I listen to you? Let's go. Without waiting for her reply, he turned and started walking ahead. Hey, where are you, manners? Come back here and carry my luggage. Why not, kitten? For you, I would gladly be your servant. She rolled her eyes, brushing past him as she walked ahead. Jungkook chuckled under his breath, following behind her with a small smile lingering on his lips. As Wine stepped into the cozy warmth of her sister's home, a familiar voice greeted her. Ayo, Wine, are you really a senior hairstylist now? You still look like a little baby. Wine pouted dramatically, her tone playful. Uni, don't tease me like that. Before Scarlett could respond, Jungkook appeared behind Wine, a smirk tugging at the corner of his lips. She's only good at picking fights with everyone. Wine spun around, narrowing her eyes at him. Yeah, don't start with me here. Scarlett chuckled, shaking her head as she grabbed Wine's hand. All right, you two, save it for later. Come, I will show you to your room. With a playful roll of her eyes, Wine followed her sister while Jungkook leaned against the door frame, his amused gaze lingering on her retreating figure. The dining table buzzed with the clinking of utensils and soft chatter as everyone enjoyed their meal. Daniel Oppa is truly a one woman man. I'm so happy he cares about my sister so much and respects women. She's lucky to have him. But on the other hand, his brother Jungkook, oof, he's so flirty and loves teasing me. I admit he's handsome, but why does he always have to annoy me? And what's with every girl swooning over him? What do they even say in him? Suddenly, Daniel broke the flow of conversation, directing his attention toward wine. Wine, what are you up to these days? Wine looked up, smiling politely. Opa, I completed a professional hairstylist course, but now I want to specialize in makeup. I already know quite a bit about it. Daniel nodded approvingly, a warm smile on his face. That's great, Wine. I'm sure you will do really well. Turning to Jungkook, he called out firmly, Jungkook. Jungkook straightened slightly, catch off guard. Yes, him. If Vi needs any help or has trouble finding her way around, make sure you are there for her, okay? You know, I will be busy with work and she doesn't know the area well. Jungkook smirked, a hint of mischief in his eyes, and nodded. Of course, I will take care of her. Wine shot him a glance, sensing his teasing tone, but said nothing as the conversation moved on. The next morning, Wine came downstairs to find Scarlett lounging on a couch in the living room. Wine, where are you going all dressed up? Wine adjusted the strap of her bag, smiling. Oh, only I applied to a company for some makeup classes and luckily I got selected. I'm heading there now because the boss called me for some formalities. Scarlett's face lit up with excitement. Oh, that's great. Let me call Jungkook. He will help you. Wine waved her hands quickly. Oh, it's okay. I can. Scarlett interrupted her, raising her voice slightly. Jungkook? Jungkook appeared from his room, his hair slightly messy as he leaned against the doorframe. Nee, take wine with you. She joined a makeup company and needs to sort out some formalities. Stay with her. You know, she's not used to this place. Before wine could protest, Jungkook smirked. I know, no need to remind me. Don't worry, I will take care of her. Scarlett smiled warmly and reached up to ruffle his hair. Good. Now, both of you, be careful. Jungkook straightened his posture, a playful grin tugging at his lips, while Wine rolled her eyes, muttering under her breath as they prepared to leave. As they stepped outside, Wine muttered under her breath, barely loud enough to be heard. Now I have to bear him again. God, why always me? I know, no need to remind me. Don't worry, I will take care of you. Scarlett smiled warmly. Jungkook, with his quick attention, catch her words and smirked. Because your fate is written with me. One shot him a glare, crossing her arms. Keep dreaming. Her eyes widened in disbelief as Jungkook led her to his bike. What the are really going on this bike? Jungkook smirked, patting the sleek black machine. What do you mean by this bike? This is a Ducati Panigale V4, the latest model. Everyone dreams of sitting on it. Wine rolled her eyes, exhaling loudly. Well, not one of those girls. Jungkook leaned against the bike, raising a brow. Do you want to get to your company or not? She groaned, pulling out her phone to call her friend, but it went straight to voicemail. Desperate, she tried booking an Uber, only to realize the internet was not working. Letting out a sigh, she finally gave in, trudging reluctantly toward Jungkook and his prized bike. Fine, but don't talk to me on the way. Jungkook chuckled as he handed her a helmet, enjoying her annoyance for more than he should. As the bike roared to life, Wine gripped Jungkook's shoulder tightly. Her voice changed. Hey, don't overspeed. What? She raised her voice, almost shouting. I said don't overspeed. But the wind muffled her words and Jungkook didn't seem to hear her. He waved through the streets confidently, ignoring her protests. Moments later, he stopped the bike in front of the company building. Wine quickly got off, her face flushed with frustration. Without a second thought, she lightly smacked his arm. And what was that for? I told you not to speak, but you didn't even listen to me. Before Chonko could reply, she started coughing. He frowned, stepping closer. Are you cold? No, I am coughing for fun. He reached out to check her forehead, but she pushed his hand away. It's none of your business. She turned on her heel, ignoring him as she made her way inside. Jungkook, still smirking, parked the bike and followed her, his hands casually tucked into his pockets. Wine and Jungkook entered the cabin where a young man was sitting behind a sleek desk. As soon as he saw Jungkook, his face broke into a wide smile. The man stood up and the two exchanged a warm hug. causing Wine to blink in surprise. She had not expected this level of familiarity. It's good to see you, Minho. Likewise, Jungkook. Wine stood awkwardly by the door, watching them. After a moment, Minho turned his attention to her. You must be Wine, right? Wine nodded, a little hesitant. Nice to meet you. I have heard good things. He motioned for her to sit down, and the conversation shifted to business. The talk was mostly professional, with Minho asking a few questions about makeup techniques. Wine responded confidently, her knowledge impressing him. You already know a lot about makeup, Wine. It's clear you have got a good grasp on it. I'm impressed. He smiled, his tone warm. You are already selected for the role. I hope you will be a great addition to the team and that we will work well together. One smiled in return, relieved and excited, one raised an eyebrow, curious. So, will you be providing norms and everything? Minho nodded, his expression friendly. Yes, of course, come, I will show you. He led them to the dormitory, which was simple but comfortable. After a quick tour, Minho excused himself, leaving them to settle in. Jungkook turned to Wine as they stepped outside. So why would you want to stay here? I can take you home every day. Wine shot him a look, rolling her eyes. No thanks, mister. I prefer some space. She walked ahead, not bothering to wait for his response. As they reached the entrance of the company, a group of girls were gathered, chatting and laughing. As soon as they noticed Jungkook, their eyes widened and they couldn't hide their admiration. Oh my god, he's so handsome. Look at how he's dressed. So perfect. The girls began whispering among themselves, barely able to control their excitement, while noticing the attention Jungkook was getting. Turned to him with an exasperated sigh. Jungkook, Jungkook glanced at her amused. Yes. Why does every girl want your attention? Jungkook smirked, his eyes gleaming with confidence. Because they find my charm irresistible. What the? Seriously, Jungkook shrugged, his grin widening. What can I say? I have got it. Wine let out a frustrated sigh, shaking her head as she walked ahead. Trying to ignore the attention he was still receiving from the girls, Wine rolled her eyes, feeling a mix of annoyance and exhaustion as she made her way home. Later that night, she packed her luggage again, gathering all her important things. Scarlett entered the room, seeing what Wine was doing. Wine, Jungkook will take you every day. You don't have to go there. Stay home. Wine paused, looking at her sister with a pleading expression. Unni, please, I don't want to disturb you all. Please, I can manage. Scarlett sighed, her tone softening. It's okay, wine as you wish. Wine smiled gratefully, relieved that Scarlett was understanding. Thanks, Unni. The next morning, as Wine was about to leave, Scarlett rushed into the room, her voice filled with urgency. Hey, Wine, wait! She quickly handed Wine a container. Here, this is pure soup. Jungkook told me you were feeling cold, so he made it for you. Wine was taken aback, her eyes widening in surprise. She smiled awkwardly and showed off how to react. Oh, thank you. She took the soup, still processing the gesture, and nodded in appreciation. Wine had settled into her dormitory and unpacked her things when she received a text from Jungkook. Did you leave yet? Hmm. Time skipped 2 months later. Wine had a few days off, so she decided to visit her sister's house. When she arrived, she noticed the house seemed unusually quiet. Why is the house so silent? Scarlett glanced up from what she was doing, her expression casual. Oh, it's because of Jungkook. He went to Busan for some important work. Wine noted her curiosity piqued for a moment, but she quickly dismissed it. Oh, then I think I will take a shower. I'm going. Scarlett hesitated for a second before speaking again. Wait, actually, the tap in your bathroom isn't working. You can use Jungkook's bathroom. He's not here. Wine, okay. Wine thought to herself as she walked toward Jungkook's bathroom. I never imagined I would have to use this bathroom. She took a shower, and as she was about to step out, she realized she had forgotten to grab her clothes. Thankfully, there was a towel nearby, so she wrapped it around herself and walked into the room. Looking at herself in the mirror, suddenly she froze when she saw Jungkook's reflection in the mirror. Hey, what are you doing here? Jungkook, leaning casually against the door frame, raised an eyebrow. What am I doing here? Excuse me, Missy, this is my room. Wine stammered, flustered, trying to explain. I came here because my bathroom tap isn't working. Oni told me to use your bathroom. She turned back, expecting him to tease her again, but when she looked around, he was already gone. She stood there confused, not sure what just happened. Jungkook stepped back into the hallway. His mind racing as he leaned against the wall outside his room. He had not expected to find wine like that, standing in his bathroom, wrapped only in a towel. His heart had skipped a beat when he saw her, and for a moment, he was catch between the urge to tease her like he usually did, and the overwhelming feeling of respect he had for her. What was I thinking? She is in my room, in a towel. I could have teased her. I had done it before, right? It would have been just like old times. But as the image of her flustered face crossed his mind, something inside him held him back. His instincts to tease her, to push her buttons were strong. But they were quickly replaced with a more powerful feeling respect. One wasn't like the girls he was used to. Chung thought, I came here because I wanted to see her, but not like this. I need to make sure I don't cross on any lines. Respect, Jungkook, respect. With that, he moved further down the hall, shaking off the lingering thoughts of her and reminding himself to keep his distance, at least for now. At night, why didn't you listen to me earlier? You could have teased me like always. Jungkook looked at her, his tone calm. I respect your privacy. I didn't want to make you uncomfortable, so I left. Once heart skipped, she had not expected that. His words hit her differently, and she felt something stir inside her. Why does this feel different? I didn't expect that, but thank you. Jungkook nodded, a soft smile playing on his lips before walking away. Maybe there is more to Jungkook than I thought. After her vacation, Juan returned to her dormitory. Her friends Emma, Lily, Hazel, and Mia were also back, and they decided to gather in the living room. Emma, let's play Truth or Dare. Oh, yes, it's been so long since we have played. Everyone agreed, and the game began with laughter and excitement. Dares were carried out, secrets revealed, and the atmosphere was lively. After a while, it was Wine's turn. The group leaned in, their eyes sparkling with curiosity. Wine, truth or dare? Truth. All right, tell us, do you love someone? The question hung in the air and Wine froze momentarily. Her thoughts drifted to Jungkook, how he always helped her, respected her, and teased her in a way that made her feel special. A soft smile crept onto her lips before she could stop it. Look at her smile, she definitely does. Come on, wine, spill it. Who is he? Hazel crossed her arms, rolling her eyes. Oh, please, it's probably nothing. Wine, feeling cornered, softly sat. Fine, I do love someone. Her friends erupted into cheers, except Hazel, who muttered sarcastically. How romantic. Her friends cheered in excitement, except Hazel, who rolled her eyes. Just then, a knock at the door interrupted the moment. Mia jumped up. I'll get it. Moments later, she called out, Wine, someone is here for you. Curious, Wine stood and walked to the door. Her breath hitched when she saw Jungkook standing there, holding a container of soup, his expression softer than usual. You were not feeling well, so I brought you this. Oh, thanks. She took the soup awkwardly, unsure why her heart felt heavy. Let's step outside for a bit. Without waiting for an answer, he walked out, and Wine followed. The cool night air greeted them as they stood under the open sky. The stars scattered above like tiny lights. Jungkook leaned against the porch railing, his eyes distant. Why did you come here so late? I heard you were not feeling well. Thought you might need something warm. That's thoughtful of you. Jungkook turned to look at her, his expression unreadable. Do you always smile like that when someone asks about love? White cheeks flushed. What are you talking about? Jungkook smirked faintly but then looked away, his voice quieter. Never mind, just take care of yourself, okay? For a moment, silence stretched between them, broken only by the soft rustle of the wind. White stared at him, confused by the gentleness in his tone. Jungkook, are you okay? Jungkook met her gaze, his usual teasing demeanor absent. Yeah, just don't overthink things. Good night, wine. Before she could respond, he turned and walked away, leaving her under the stars, clutching the container of soap and wondering why her chest felt so tight. Why does it feel like he walked away with a part of me I didn't know I had given him?